Alright, what's up yens guys? Time for another video. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. I saw this on the TV news. I just gotta talk about this. Yeah, in Pittsburgh, Anthrocon is on. I think it's like for the whole weekend. They said the parade's gonna be a little bit bigger, but here's a thing that I just gotta talk about because they showed it on the news a couple of times. There was a dude that has some costume made out of cardboard boxes. Nothing even to it. They just showed the back of them. I imagine he probably got eyes cut out of the box or whatever. In a way, I kind of wish they showed the front of them, but I saw the news segment about Anthrocon, and the dude was in this cardboard box. I just got to talk about this. If I was there, what I would be saying that this reminds me of. And anyway, I'd like to encourage the dude in a way. It would be cool for like a robot costume, like science fiction convention. I ain't living under a rock. For all I know, I never checked YouTube. There might be YouTubers over there that are making homemade robot costumes out of boxes. But anyway, I'm saying this reminds me of something in my childhood where I learned off of, say, other kids or something. You ever do, like, with big paper bags, you know, cut eyes, holes in the mouth, and stupid shit, like, if you get these little coloring books with activity books, you'd be, or some little kids show segment teach you how to do crap, you know what I mean, like, to make things out of boxes. But anyway, paper bags, cardboard boxes. I remember as a child, the robot costume, I'm guessing that that's probably something he learned off his childhood too. And I gotta say, you can do a hell of a lot more with this. I got some ideas in my head what you can print with a computer now. Maybe take maybe some kind of clear plastic dome and use it for the top of the head. You can do something with it. Maybe buy a pair of work goggles from Lowe's and incorporate it, like cut the hole exactly, you know how there's a lip on the one end of the goggles that goes to your face, but for the rubber here, right? But say you trace the inner part of the goggles, right, and then for the box, and pop it in from the inside maybe, or even if you want to glue it from the outside, maybe have that look like Bender or something from Futurama. But if you want to do Bender, something similar inspired by Bender from Futurama, you can get maybe these plastic, the plastic flex hose tubing that you buy in Lowe's, like if you want to install your gas dryer for the ventilation out of the house and spray paint that. I got some ideas going. If you guys know anything about creativity and have ideas going, I like to hear from you anyway. But if I was over there, I would have walked up and said, dude, you should be doing more with that. I mean, because I saw this on the news, I just had to say something. I got a lot of ideas in my head. Like, if you print something, if you have a printer, just print something, maybe not even out of paper for the cardboard box. There's like all kind of, that silver colored sticky tape, aluminum tape, which I worked with in an industrial assignment that I did, a job assignment like a decade ago. That silver aluminum sticky tape, right? But they had it in squares and sheets, and it was like a factory that made the glass of stove. So I worked with that stuff. You can buy that aluminum sticky paper or sticky tape or any kind of shiny stuff like that. Buy it in a craft store, stick it to the cardboard box. There's a lot of ideas, like use that that tubing for installing a gas dryer for the ventilation, the outlet. You slip that on your legs and in your arms, and get some kind of gloves, right? There you go, like Halloween. Instead of like Anthrocon, you could have another thing, maybe Roboticon. I don't know. I'm not living under a rock. I imagine if I looked on YouTube, people are probably doing shit like that for science fiction conventions. I just haven't Googled it, or I haven't looked on YouTube. I think I can even, look now. But it's all the fun talking about it. I imagine if I look at YouTube right now, there's probably shit like that. Yeah, that dude, it would be up that dude's alley to maybe do something like go to a science fiction convention, have something that's nothing but robots, and have contests, you know what I mean? Contents. Costume contests like a marching parade, do shit like that for Halloween. It's like before you know it, a couple months Halloween will be coming. But yeah, I just saw that on the TV news, like with Anthrocon, and yeah, dude walking around with cardboard box on his body and on his head, only the back of him. And I'm looking at this like, man, dude, you could do a hell of a lot more with that. You know, let's say you, like I said, you cut the cardboard out for the eyes. I mean, all you got to do is get goggles at Lowe's in the tool section, put that over. You could have a hell of a robot costume for a science fiction festival or a science fiction con thing, science fiction robot convention. Do something inspired by like the movies I saw in my childhood. Remember the robot from Lost in Space? And then there was like the robot from the classic movie called Forbidden Planet. Me being a nerdy kid when I was a kid, I remember all the low-budget sci-fi movies and them other kind of robots. Do something inspired by that. You know, there are people that are fans of those classic sci-fi movies. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of room out there for ideas. You know what I mean? Oh, and while I'm thinking about it too, I had another thought. Maybe the dude was doing it because, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a concept. Remember the first Karate Kid movie where Ralph Macchio wanted to go somewhere, but he wished that he could not be seen and did the shower costume. Then maybe a dude, like maybe he doesn't have a furry costume and he wants to go and see it, right? But then there's people he'd like to avoid. So yeah, if that's the case, I'm with him all the way on that. You know what I mean? When I seen that Anthrocon on the news and a dude with a cardboard box. Matter of fact, you can't see their face. How do I know they were a dude? It could have been a chick or whoever. You know what I mean? But old man, old lady. You know, because all you see basically is feet in the back. But yeah, if you wanted to go to something like that's costume, even though it's not furry, yet you know there's a bunch of people you want to avoid. You don't want to just stay home. Oh yeah, that's the way to go. So that was another thought I had too. But yeah, I'm definitely not against it. I'm actually saying to dude, way to go. And like I said, once again, there's a gazillion ideas like now. I mean, the kind of printers you can have attached to your computer, you know, objects you can use to make it look like circuitry. Even use some kind of old computer parts or boards or something, you know, and make an open door hatch for changing your circuitry or some kind of crap, you know. Yeah, I'm seeing sci-fi convention, you know what I mean? Have one of those in Pittsburgh. Everybody dresses robots, you know.